Boker Tov, good morning. We continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah. This week looking at the story of Yaakov and Rachel at the well. At least we'll start there. We'll see how far we get. And we know there's a moment where there is a moment of bravado where Yaakov removes the rock from the top of the well. Torah actually describes as he sees that all the people are there by the well, these other seemingly shepherds, and he says, this is not the time that people should be gathering the sheep, so to take them home already. Hashku hatzon l'chura'u. Why don't you just give them water and then go back to shepherding them? And they say, "Vayimru lo nuchal, lo nuchal." We are not able to. We can't do so until all of the other shepherds come and roll off the stone from the top of the mouth of the well, and then we can give water to the sheep. Now, how do you translate that? Lo nuchal. So the pashtus to me seems to be that the simple reading is lo nuchal is that we're not. When we say we're not able to, what does not able to mean? So I think that the simple reading is we're not. That's the rules. The rules are around the well that look, when water is precious and there's let's say a community well, that people have to follow certain understandings between one another. That says that nobody's going to have an unfair advantage for coming to taking water. That if you get up get there early, then you grab the water that's sort of that's there beneath you, and then maybe it takes more time for other. I don't know. I'm making this up in terms of how the dynamics of what the water table is beneath, but it's possible to imagine that people could use up the well until more water seeps back into that space. And so when they say lo nuchal, they mean until all the shepherds gather. That's our covenant. That's our contract with one another, that we're not doing this. If that's the case, which is a possibility, right? A real read of that text, and I could not find it in the Mefarshim here, but I remember that interpretation. Then the act of Yaakov that follows, that tells us, Vayigash Yaakov Vayagel to Evan Me'al Pi HaBe'er, that Yaakov came close and he rolled off the stone from the mouth of the well, and he gave Vayash Tzon Lavanach Imo, and he gave him to drink, is actually a troublesome act on his part. That is basically to say, I don't have to follow these rules. This is, what is this contract? He kind of just goes ahead and pushes himself forward on this, which could serve as a basis for people having certain attitude towards him, which plays itself out eventually with the trick of the switch of Rachel for Leah for Rachel, the story that follows, whatever it is. But he kind of is not reading. He's not reading the dynamic in terms of what the local expectations are. That's a possibility in reading it. Tomorrow, we're going to look at another read, which perhaps is more familiar to you as well. Have a great day, and think about the ways in which we respect or don't respect sometimes, and sometimes for a good reason, the other local practices that are there.